Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope everybody's doing well. I wanted to hop on to finish up our readings. I found them. Yay! Never too far, right? It's just funny that I couldn't find them yesterday, so I wanted to make sure I got these done for you. I'm going to give a couple minutes to see who signs on. I'm also going to do the cards of the day, but I always know that you guys can catch the replay, right? So I'm going to start off with the readings that we were able to get to yesterday. So I'm going to start with Bill William Brown. Bill, I hope that you're watching. I get a little bit of what I call static around you. You know, and where is this coming from? Most notably, recognize it for what it is, right? It's a distraction to get your mind off of what is really happening around you. The person that's causing this distraction has likely doesn't want to address an issue around your relationship. And I'm not necessarily saying this is a love relationship. This could be a friendship. This could be a family relationship. But they're causing a distraction, right? So whether it's a friendship or a love relationship, communication is important. Don't let misunderstandings get in the way or go on for a long time, because then, it becomes difficult to address it and becomes more awkward. I don't think either one of you is really aware of what's going on. And, because their tactic that they use to distract has been something they use often and people are used to it. So talking things out will clear the air and put you guys on a better path. Vanessa Glahn. So Vanessa, I kept hearing that you need to slow down. Going faster to get to where you're going or want to go is not going to make it any easier or better. In fact, it could hinder things once you get there. Think it through. Make sure that you're putting options in place so that you can change direction as you go along, if and when you need to, right? Not necessarily that you're going to have to, but you may have to. So if that comes up, you want to be able to have some kind of a backup plan. There's not a lot of wiggle room for you right now, but that's going to change. March is going to be a busy time for you and a time of emotional healing and growth. So stick with it and trust the changes. Okay. Janelle Hercher. Janelle, I was getting for you to take a breath, and I get a lot of energy around you, and I feel tired and a bit drained. There's a situation that's getting to you a lot lately, and it's getting harder for you to deal with it on a regular basis. So I feel like this is ongoing. The good news is that you don't have to. You can set your boundaries, whether it be a person or a situation, and take a few moments and think about where all this fits into your life. And is this really necessary? Where are you contributing to the chaos or allowing it in? And if this is a person or a relationship, what are the consequences for putting up a boundary or walking away? Is it something that can be repaired with a conversation or setting up a boundary, a simple boundary that maybe they're not even aware of or is noticeable to anybody else? Once you understand the place that this has in your life, you can make the decisions needed to gain control over it. So just hang in there. Hi guys, I see people are signing on. So just to fill you in, I'm finishing up the readings from yesterday. I found them, yay. And then I'm going to do our cards of the day. Okay, so I have Marilyn Otto. Marilyn, it's okay to take breaks when you need to. And I know you want to push yourself and you want to continue on this path. But it's okay to take breaks along the way. You don't have to accomplish everything in one day or 1 week. What is your pace? Your pace is your own. You will get this done. And I think there's an emotional element involved in this as well. And that's causing you, to have this feeling of just get it done so I don't have to experience it anymore. But in reality, it doesn't necessarily mean that once you complete this, those feelings are going to be gone. Be prepared that this may not be the complete answer to your problem for what you're experiencing. Okay? All right, Carolyn McKay. Carolyn, I need you to say to yourself right now, the past is over and done. So I need you to say that. The past is over and done. And this is good for all of us, right? Again, sometimes messages for one person are great for everybody else. Remember that your past is not a life sentence. I love that, right? Our past is not a life sentence. It's for us to learn from and grow. Don't dwell in the past. Trust that you're in the perfect place in your life right now and align your thoughts and words as you build your future. Does what you say match up to what you want to do? Be kind to yourself. Forgive yourself for what you didn't know, right? Or understand at any point in time, whatever point in time this is that you're holding on to. And go forward with a free heart. You need to forgive yourself or forgive others and then go forward with a free heart. You can do this and you deserve to be happy. Amy Lustrina Bro. So Amy, hun, you know, sometimes it's okay to walk away for a bit. I feel like you're butting heads and energy with someone and it's been continuous. No matter what you do, you feel like you can't win. Remember though, I've told you this before, you are a teacher in life. I think that is your gift, so to speak. This can be a painful role at times because people tend to come and go in your life as their lessons are completed. And sometimes within our own families, we're placed to teach people a better way or a lesson of some sort. And you have done a wonderful job, and they now have to live their lives and learn their lessons, which right now you can only observe. And that's so hard for a parent sometimes to, you know, or if, being a member of a family, it's hard for us to step back and sit back and watch people go through what they need to go through. When the time is right, there is going to be a learning, teachable moment, and things will get better. Okay, so hang in there, Amy. Love you, girl. I hope we're going to see you soon. I think we're going to be doing that reunion soon, right? Oh my gosh, I don't even know how many years it's been, Amy. How many years, our class reunion? We've been out of school a long time. Oh my God. 40 years? Oh my God, we're old. Anyway, sorry. Oh my God, that just really hit me. Marianne Wilson Fair. I kept hearing that you need to get out of your own way right now. You're not listening to your soul, which is basically screaming for you to get creative and do something. You have good things waiting in the wings for you, and it's just a matter of time and you stepping out of your comfort zone to release them and allow them to enter into your life. There's a comfort and safety in your sadness right now, and that's okay. Just don't stay there too long because it gets harder and harder to get out of that rut if you stay there, okay? Beverly J. Combe. Oh, hon, I got a lot of heavy energy right now around you. You know, not necessarily negative, you know, not bad, just heavy. You've been dealing with a lot these past few months, right? And you've been worried about your loved ones. You have to allow those around you to handle their grief the way they need to. No one handles it the same way. We have to remember that. There's no time limit and there's no correct way to grieve. And some people will express grief in a way that maybe we don't always understand. But we have to have that compassion for them and understand that that's, you know, exactly what is happening. Bonnie, you're coming up in a minute, hon. Glad you're on. Your son talks about the month of May, Beverly, and says to tell you that he is fine and loves you all very much. And then this is what I heard him say, and I don't know if this is something he said all the time or somebody said it to him. I'm just a whistle away. So it felt very meaningful to me, and I feel like maybe somebody used to say that, or he used to say that, I'm just a whistle away, or just a call away, or just something to that effect. I heard whistle, so I have to acknowledge that. Debbie Livornia Carusilio. So Debbie, I was getting, you know, like this situation is slowly eating away at you, and I get a lot of confusion in the energy surrounding you. Okay, kind of contradictory. So I feel like you're feeling stuck and feeling damned if you do and damned if you don't. But the bottom line is to think of your future and what you want for yourself. Are you okay with how it is, right? Things are not going to change anytime soon. There's a lot of secrets around a situation. I just kept hearing the word secrets. And that's not sitting well with you deep down. Stop taking on someone else's problem and allow yourself to live the life you were meant to live. And you know that this is really not the best for you. Okay, so I feel like this is a situation with a relationship. I feel like this is relationship. I'm not sure who's involved in that, but it just feels like it just doesn't feel right, you know, and I don't think it's healthy for you. Bonnie Emmanuel. So Bonnie, I told you I was getting to you, hun. I'm so glad you joined tonight. Literally, I just, you know, again, when I do this, I know I say this all the time, right? I will sit and I will ask, what do I need to tell this person, right? And guys, I apologize if you could see the mess behind me. We're getting ready. A group of us are going to Captain Grant's tonight in Preston, and I dumped out my purse so I can lighten up my load and put some other stuff in there and bring with me. So I kind of just dumped everything on my table. So sorry, but now see, you know, I'm human. So, but Bonnie, literally take a break and get away for a bit, doing something you want to do. And I'm not saying you have to take a trip anywhere, right? I'm just talking about, you know, get in the car and go somewhere, do something fun. I feel like you're trying to be the peacemaker, right? I feel like you're trying to be the peacemaker in things, and it's really getting difficult for you because you have to put aside a lot of your own feelings, and it's exhausting, being in the middle, trying to explain back and forth what people mean or don't mean, right? Because there's this feeling of, oh my gosh, I have to tell this person, well, they didn't really mean it that way, they meant it this way, or, you know, vice versa. There needs to be some clarity for you though, because I feel like you can't figure out your next step until you have some clarity on what's going on. Then you can figure out what your next moves are. Make sure you keep the lines of communication open, and things will calm down once things are out in the open. Lenore Williams. So Lenore, hon, you have such a big heart. You have such a big heart. And I kept feeling the energy around you changing in a positive way. And it feels lighter. It feels more hopeful. And spring is coming. And I think we talked about that when we met, right? Spring is coming. And I think it's bringing some good news for you and your family. I feel excitement and a long-awaited feeling that things are falling into place for everyone. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be better. And it's going to be putting everybody on their correct path that they need to be on. Teresa Inzatari. So you need to take, care of yourself right now. I know, because we did speak a little bit, that you've been through a lot physically. And I feel like your body is just asking to be replenished. I kept hearing replenish, like rest, vitamins, minerals, water, and self-love, right? The next month is going to be a bit slow for you. I think things are going to be a little bit slow for you, but that's okay. This is your time to take care of yourself and heal. But be patient with yourself, because it will get better. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Paige Elaine, I know you're on here, and I know you said you were hoping you were on this list, and you were. So I'm sorry, I have to scroll back for a minute. I just really got off the charts energy for you, especially for this spring into the summer. Your daughter's going to have an opportunity presented to her, although it's going to require your involvement, a significant involvement. Make sure you're all up for the challenge and have an honest conversation about the commitment involved and what may have to be given up to do this. She's old enough to understand, and you have to trust her judgment. Don't push, right? And I know you are. I know you're a great mom, and I know you would never do that. So that's what I was getting for you. Kathy Perry Benjamin. So Kathy, again, I have to scroll back. I'm sorry. I'm 3 steps ahead of myself. We talk often about that feeling of waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? I know that feeling very well. And that includes that feeling of losing what we already have, right? Let go of that fear. And remember that all the things you have are because you worked hard to get them. Help others reach their goals, right? Send the elevator back down. When someone needs help, pay it forward. Don't let your fear keep you trapped and drain your emotions. Okay. Suzanne Mitchell Westerberg. Suzanne, when I sat with your name, because again, I sit and I ask, what do I need to tell you? What does she need to hear? I got very overwhelmed. So I feel like you're overwhelmed right now on some level, and you're looking at the big picture. And, not only are you looking at the big picture, you're looking at the bigger picture, and that's what's overwhelming you. And it's not possible to know all the ins and outs right now or how that's going to play out. Start with what needs to be done next, right? What are your immediate steps? Slow down to make sure that you are not skipping any steps. And if you seem to be facing like many obstacles, or it feels like you keep butting your head up against the wall, take a look at what is going on and maybe change your perspective and try a different approach. Just don't give up. That's the important thing. Don't give up. Deborah Sullivan, I heard you had a busy day today, Debbie, but I heard it was nice. I got a male energy around you. I cap, a flannel shirt, gray pants, like work pants, jeans. They reminded me of, like, I don't know what those work pants are called. I think they used to be called Dickies when they used to sell them over at Kmart, but they were like work pants. And he says that you're a ball of fire and you need to slow down. There's not a lot that you can do about a situation right now, he says, but you have to trust that what needs to be revealed will be in time. And remember, it's not okay for you, it's not up to you to solve it all. And it's not up to you to be anyone's punching bag, so to speak, right? Don't let people dump their stuff on you and then leave, because, that is what drains you. There's a lot of fun coming your way this summer, and I keep hearing that I needed to tell you to say yes to it all. Make sure you say yes to all of it. Scotty Valentine, I know we are in different time zones. You are halfway across the world, Scotty, but you have so much energy around you, so much energy. And there's so much on your plate right now, and you're handling it all. You are just handling it. And you have your moments, but you're pretty good at getting back on track. You've been there, done that, and nothing surprises you anymore. I have to say, you have such a fun energy to connect to. I loved it. And And I sense that everyone feels that way when they are around you. So don't change who you are ever. Okay, I see some more people signing on. Hi, guys. So I'm just finishing up my readings from yesterday, and then I'm going to do our cards of the day. And I believe Mary Hart and Pancrazio. I don't know if I said that right. Mary, I just get big shifts in your life right now. Long awaited, but so worth it. And this is exactly where you need to be. Bruce is so happy, and he surrounds you all with love. He says he is there in her eyes, and I'm thinking he's talking about Noelle. And I love that he said that. And you know, I'm wondering, is he saying that her eyes are like his, or is he saying that she sees him symbolically? You know, is he saying that she sees him in her eyes? But just congratulations, and enjoy this precious time. Things are becoming very clear for you, and I love that. I know we said that when we spoke as a group the other night, that you just have this glow about you. Your energy has totally shifted and changed, and everybody noticed it. We're still kind of talking about it because it's just so noticeable. So you definitely stay on this path. All right, so that finishes up our readings. I'm going to do our cards of the day. So again, we are doing cards of the day, and you guys voted for the cards that we're using this time. We are doing Angel Whispers, and it's by Debbie Malone. They're by Debbie Malone. And again, I picked these up at the Ruby Tree in Middlebury. And I will be doing readings there on Saturday from 11 to 4. So you can call the store and set up a time if you would like to do a reading. I believe the minimum you could do there is 20 minutes. But you'd have to call and get the details there. But I believe the minimum is 20 minutes. So our first card, let me pick which one should I do first. They're all really good. I think they're all pretty deep right now. But I'm going to start with this one. The time is right. Have faith. Your desire is about to come to fruition. So I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll just hold that up for you to take a peek at for a minute. Faith. Right? What does faith mean to you? Faith requires that we see things that we want or desire in our minds before we see it with our physical eyes. We have to believe that it can happen. Once we have faith, we can see. Our spiritual eyes are open, and we become attuned to the things we are seeking. Faith is the ability to see something in our minds first, and then we see it in our physical world. We must believe it first, and then we will see it. Okay, so the time is right. Have faith. Your desire is about to come to fruition. Let me know your thoughts on that card. Does that resonate with anybody? Does anybody need to hear that today? And our second card, and notice the dog has not gotten into these cards today, so that's good. They're not half chewed. Okay, have compassion for another. Have compassion for another. I love that. It can be difficult sometimes, right? Because compassion involves feeling another person's pain and wanting to take steps to help them, to help relieve their suffering. It's related to other emotions such as sympathy, empathy, and altruism, but the concepts have some differences, right? These are some signs that you have compassion for others. So you may feel like you have a great deal in common with other people, even if you are very different. Being able to understand what other people are going through and feeling their pain. Being mindful of another's emotions, thoughts, and experiences. Taking action when you see someone else is suffering. Having a high level of emotional intelligence so that you are able to understand, manage, and act on your own emotions as well as the emotions of others. Feeling gratitude when other people express compassion for your own hardships. How can you show compassion? Right? Here's some real easy ways that we can show compassion to each other. Speak with kindness. It's not difficult to do, right? We can try anyways. Apologize when you've made a mistake, right? That can be difficult, right? That can be very difficult to apologize, but it's necessary at times. Listen carefully and without judgment, right? Again, that goes back to something we learn in mentorship where we talk about having to remove ourselves from a role, right? Listening to somebody without sitting in that role of mother, sister, friend, just being there and listening as a human being and not, bringing all these other roles into it, which would impact how you're looking at something. Encourage other people. That's easy, guys, right? Encourage people. Keep going. Don't give up. You know, like something that they post on Facebook. You know, that's encouraging for people. If you know they're trying to build a business, like and share. Those are easy ways that we can encourage other people. Offer to help someone with a task. Okay? Be happy for someone else's success. Being happy for someone else, you know, just because someone else has success, it doesn't take away from you. It doesn't mean that you won't have success. There's enough for everybody. How many, you know, people, you know, I can look at it this way for myself, right? How many people are doing what I do? There are a lot of people, but there are so many people that need this right now. There are so many people that need our help, that there's enough for everybody. So you have to look at it that way too. What you have to offer in some way is different from what other people have to offer. So it's okay for you to be happy for other people with their success. Accept people for who they are. Again, not prejudging someone. Letting people come to you and be open about who they are and not feel like they have to hide who they are. Forgive people for making mistakes, right? We all make mistakes. Show respect, express gratitude and appreciation, and be patient. And I think that's a hard one. Being patient is difficult. I think even for me at times, I know being patient is hard. And it's not because of the person sometimes. It's usually because I'm going too quickly. So I have to slow myself down so that I can be patient. So when you practice compassion, you start by empathizing with another person's situation, and you look at what they are going through without judgment and imagine how you might feel in their situation. Okay? And our last card, you are a special person and you do make a difference. I like that one. We have to remember that. And we have to remind each other of that all the time, right? People knowingly or unknowingly make a difference in each other's lives every day. You may not even know that you're making a difference in someone's lives, right? You smile, you volunteer, you know, you help a friend. This all makes a difference. Even the smallest act can make a big difference in someone's life. What are some ways you can make a difference? Listening to someone. That's one of the best things you can do. A smile can be a miracle for someone, and it doesn't cost you anything, right? And it's contagious. Smiles are contagious. Help without expecting anything. Do something without expecting something in return, right? Donating things, basic amenities for people that, you know, things that we maybe take for granted. First of all, it declutters your space, and second, it helps people in need. You know, knowledge. You have unique knowledge that you can share with other people, knowledge that other people don't possess. Volunteering to give back to your community. That's always another way to give back or make a difference. Gifts are always appreciated no matter what their size. You can make someone feel special with a token of your choice, and it doesn't have to be anything major, right? Sometimes it's just bring somebody a coffee. You know they like cats. Maybe, you know, a calendar of cats, or just something, right? Just little things. It doesn't even have to cost money though either, right? How many times do little children give you something and it's, you know, a little token, and it's just means the world to you? Support a child in education, become a mentor, big brother, big sister. Charity should not be for social media. Strong believer in that. You don't do something and videotape it while you're doing it and then post it all over the place. Do something quietly. Do it quietly. Everybody doesn't need to know what you did. You know, it kind of takes away from it. If somebody, you know, happens to take a picture of you doing it, or they're videoing it and they put it up, that's one thing. But for you to do that, I think it takes away from the good that you're doing. Saying thank you, right? Say thank you for something. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for being here. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for, it's just a little lift. Everyone wants to make a difference in each other's lives, and that's human nature. It gives us a lot of pleasure. So just remember, your small acts can have tremendous impact and power to leave an everlasting mark in someone's life. That's it for today with the cards. Just wanted to remind you, I'm at Ruby Tree in Middlebury on Saturday the 25th from 11 to 4. I will be on... Oh, I'm sorry. I just threw a blank. I'm going to I have openings for readings this week. If you are looking for that, I have some early evening and afternoons. And oh my gosh, guys, I am drawing a blank on the name of this program. Give me 1 second. It's been one of those days. Gosh, I'm doing a radio program on the 26th at 9 p.m. and it is, I want to get it right because I don't want to say the wrong thing, guys. I'm sorry. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm sorry. Applause Radio. I had it backwards in my mind, so I'm glad I double checked. So it's applauseradioshow.com, and I'll be doing readings on the 26th at 9 p.m. So I believe all you do is you go to the website and you can listen from there. I'll be posting more about that though. And so I'm just waiting for everybody to get here, and we'll be heading out to Captain Grant's to see Sean Austin from 28 Days Haunted. The Netflix series. We're going to be doing some investigating there, and listening to his questions, and I mean we're going to be asking questions and things like that. Anyways, so all right, guys, I'm done. Have an awesome Sunday evening, whatever you do, and I'm going to post about going live for next week, and we'll do it again. And look out during the week because we'll be doing our cards of the day. All right, guys, talk to you later. Let me know how you like the cards. Let me know how your readings resonated with you or didn't resonate with you. Always love the feedback. Bye.